with a career high. To the rack, and he throws it down with a windmill right-handed slam. Matas Vazelis, they play. Oh, it's good. It's good. Both way. Josh Denny from midcourt. What a ball game. Unbelievable.
Bulls basketball is brought to you by Bosch Power Tools, Great Clips, Circa Resort and Casino, Northern Illinois Food Bank, Marquette Bank, Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Loyola Medicine, Roofers and Waterproofers Local 11, and Remy Martin. Now with the home team call, here's three-time NBA champion Bill Winnington and voice of the Bulls, Chuck Swirsky.
And ladies and gentlemen, game number 82, and we are in Philadelphia. Bulls basketball. The Bulls are 5-1 in the month of April, and the Sixers are 1-5, 12-28 at home. Chuck Swirsky, Bill Winnington, Alyssa Bergametti, and let's go right now to Bill. We're going to break this game down. Three-time NBA champion, sponsored by Ziegler's Subaru Kenosha. Enjoy the laid-back experience of Ziegler's Subaru of Kenosha. William, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Charlie. It's a pleasure to be here in the city of brotherly love, getting ready to play game number 82 and start to reap the benefits here going into a playing game on Wednesday. But you got to take care of business here in the final game, and you're playing a Philadelphia team, Charlie, that has just won 5 games since January 30th and has the league's worst record over that span, just 5-30. And their star player, Joel Embiid, has played in just 19 games all season long. And this can be a game that it doesn't matter for the Bulls, but what you don't want to happen is to have a letdown. The Bulls have been playing well, one of the hottest teams in the NBA since January 30th. You don't want there to be a slippage where guys come out and maybe don't do the right thing, pick up a couple of bad habits going into what's going to be a big game on Wednesday.
All right, Bill, who you banking on? Sponsored by Marquette Bank. Love where you bank, celebrating 80 years of neighborhood banking.
You know, again, it's a tough game to bank on guys because you don't know how much they're going to play, but I'm banking on Vooch. He's played well against Philadelphia, and he's going to start off well. The Bulls have been looking for him to get going early, so I believe Vooch is going to have a big game here tonight.
See, I thought you were going for an X-factor like Patrick Williams.
Well, you could do that because Patrick's probably going to play a lot more. I just don't know how much Billy Donovan's going to invest in these guys because he doesn't want to get anyone hurt. He wants guys to keep their edge and play. And I think for the amount of time Vooch is going to be in the game, he's going to have a big game for him.
All right, let's go live right now to Alyssa Bergametti in our Chicago Network studios with this afternoon's Courtside Odds.
Thank you, Chuck. Yeah, game number 82 of the season. It is here, the regular season finale. Bulls taking on the 76ers, and the away Bulls are listed as the 8.5-point away favorites to Philadelphia. That is courtesy of Circa Sports Illinois. Bulls enter on a 2-game win streak, covering in back-to-back games, winning 4 out of their last 5. The Bulls are also 8-1 against the spread in their last 9 games against Eastern Conference opponents, as Philly looks to end a 7-game home losing streak to close out the season. They are 6-11 against the spread when listed as the 9-point underdogs or more. Philly has covered in just 29 games this season. Lay the 8.5 points with the Bulls to win and to cover. Total, that is set at 236.5. The total has gone over in 14 out of Philly's last 20 games. Total has cashed the over in 10 of the Bulls' last 13. And the over has hit the green check mark in 7 of Chicago's last 7 games on the road. I am saying lean the over points in today's matinee. I have a twist today. I'm not going with player props. I'm going with game props. So the Bulls to cover the first quarter spread by 2.5 points. That is priced at -115. Philly ranks 20th in defensive rating in the first frame. And the total to go over 115.5 in the first half of today's game. The Bulls put up 75 first half points over Philly in their last meeting back in February. So that is why I'm looking towards the over. Those were your pregame courtside odds presented by Circa Sports Illinois. Download the Circa Sports Illinois app today. Chuck and Bill, back to you in Philadelphia.
All right, Alyssa, let's pause station ID on the Bulls Radio Network.
Matt Spiegel here. Talk Bulls basketball with us on the Spiegel and Holmes Show. Afternoons 2 to 6 on The Score on Odyssey Sports Station, WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago.
And our player intro sponsored by the Illinois Department of Human Services. If you or someone you know may have a gambling problem, help is available. Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit YouReallyWinning.com. And the Bulls going with Vazelis Phillips, who had a career night the other night. 23 points, 9 rebounds. Vucevic, White, and Herter. Philadelphia going with Lonnie Walker the fourth, Marcus Bagley, the younger brother of Marvin Bagley, and then you've got Adam Bono, and Bono has really impressed. Second-round pick out of UCLA. Quentin Grimes came over from Dallas. He's averaging 22 per game, post-All-Star, and Jared Butler, who did not start the year in Philadelphia. He was a wizard. And to build, again, this Philadelphia team, only 2 players, 70 or more games. Yabusele, along with Ricky Council. But, I mean, Embiid played 19 games. Paul George, 41 games. Last year he played 74. Maxey played in only 52. Phil, they've got a lot of issues to sort out about health, number one, but also their salary situation. Tell me about it.
They have 10 guys that are guaranteed money next year, and 2 more that have player team options that they can decide to keep or not. But next year they have $174 million committed, and 3 of those guys, if you take Joel Embiid, Paul George, and Tyrese Maxey, take $144 million of that. If you take out Tyrese Maxey and just Paul George and Embiid, that's $106 million. And that continues like that for the next 2 years, and it only grows more. They got 3 guys taking up pretty much all of their salary, and it's going to be hard to fill those pieces in, get guys to fill around them, especially what you just said with Joel Embiid playing just 19 games, and he's going to make 55, 57, 62, and 67 in 2028-29 season. That's a lot of money for a guy that's playing in less than 20 games a year.
Wow. Those are some big-time, robust numbers as far as Philadelphia, because if anyone could say going into the season, people were expecting Philadelphia, Boston, as far as just the 2 top teams. Cleveland has had a fantastic year, but no one was expecting the Cavaliers to have this type of season.
No, they weren't. They had, and credit to them, they've played really well. They developed well. Donovan's playing extremely well, fitting in as a great team leader. They got the 2 bigs that come in. They got shooters around them and guys that just play hard, and they're all playing on the same page. And again, they just signed Paul George here, and he's got another contract that's very similar to Embiid's, where he's making 51, 54, 56 the next 3 years, and it hasn't worked out because the pressure was on Philadelphia. They expected to be the team in the East to be battling Boston, but they're not even close right now, Charlie.
Yeah, well, I'm excited about the play-in tournament, Bill. It gives teams like the Bulls, like Miami, like Atlanta, like Orlando, an opportunity, and you have been from day one saying, hey, I want an opportunity. These players today, Bill, and I know it's game 82, we're going to see some G League players that have been, nailed to the bench, so to speak, for the majority of season. This is an opportunity for them.
It really is, and I'm looking at the opportunity for the Bulls players especially, but I look at Philadelphia and the season they had, Charlie, and I played on a team that won 25 games all season long, 1 road game. In the Sacramento Kings. And I honestly feel that if you're trying to lose, and there's no doubt Philadelphia has been trying to lose, you set a bad precedent for players because you get them used to not performing well or being okay with losing. And to me as a player, that's never okay.
I was talking with David Aldridge, the Hall of Fame writer, prior to the game. He was saying about the lottery, he said, you know what? I'm all for having the team that wins the pick in the lottery not being able to have the pick the following year.
I would agree with that 100%. I think you should even put it 2 years to keep them out so that they can't get the first pick or a top 5 pick for the next 2 years. And we'll see what happens with that because it is getting a little silly right now, in my opinion, with all this going on, with the tanking and not playing well and trying to position yourself for the best draft pick. So anyway, we're getting ready for basketball here in Philadelphia. We will take one last break. You're listening to 670 The Score on the Bulls Radio Network.
Bulls fans, Ayo DeSumo here. This is where the Bulls play. Listen to every game right here on Sports Radio 670 The Score, Chicago's official radio home for Bulls basketball.
Bosch's innovative power tools make you feel like a Bosch. Like when you pile drive screws and bolts with the 2-in-1 impact driver, you'll feel like
Macho Man Randy Savage.
stretch. Oh, yeah! Or when you powerfully blast through concrete with the Bulldog Rotary Hammer, you'll feel
Like I have the power!
And when you make buttery smooth cuts with the Glide Miter Saw, you'll feel
Scoobity-bee-bop smooth, baby.
What he said. With expertly engineered power tools, the more you Bosch, the more you feel like a
Bosch.
When you buy a new house, you might say,
shut the front door.
Winning!
No, seriously, shut the front door. We own this house now.
But you actually need to say,
like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
That's right. The local State Farm agent is there to help you choose the coverage you need.
Welcome to my crib. No one says that anymore, but I don't care.
So just remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Number 0, Kobe White. 6'7" from Maryland, number 13, Kevin Herter. 6'8" from Tennessee, number 15, Julian Phillips. 6'10" from NBA G League Unite, number 14, Mattis Bucelis. And 6'10" from USC, number 9, Nick Vucevic.
All right, so there's the starting five for the Chicago Bulls. The Vooch, by the way, 5 games in April, 5 double-double games. He's got 45 on the season. And during that month of April, he's averaging 20 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, shooting 57% from the field, 50% from three-point range. And I think the Vooch appreciated your question the other night, Bill, just as far as when in our post-game interview, you talked about the preparation of coming to play as far as just each and every night with an opportunity to get it done.
Yeah, and he's been one of the guys all season. Actually, for the past couple of years, it's been the Bulls' most consistent player night in and night out. And he comes out and plays hard. And you can see at times there's been frustration with him when the team maybe is not going to him as much as he thinks they should, or even at times you and I think they should, because I understand there needs to be a balance. Even with the three-point shooting, you got to be able to have a guy that has that balance, that pulls the defense inside and can score down in the low post, and he does that. He's also a better than average passer down low. He's not a Jokic where he's like going to make these amazing passes, but he'll get the ball to the guy that needs to get the shot when he doesn't have a great shot. Bulls Fest 2025 presented by Foot Locker is back at the United Center on August 23rd and 24th. Join us for the ultimate basketball festival of the summer, featuring a 3-on-3 tournament with youth hoops clinics, exclusive merchandise, and more. Visit bullsfest.com to learn more and sign up your team now.
All right, we don't know the start time of Wednesday's game at the United Center with the Bulls and the Miami Heat. As soon as we find out, we'll pass it on to you on these respective stations on the Bulls Basketball Network, because we want to make sure and keep you up to date of what's happening with the Bulls and the Miami Heat. And we can't say enough about all the fine folks for putting us on the air. And we'll acknowledge our network stations throughout our broadcast. Right now, let's go to the Sixers starting lineup.
6'4" from Houston, number 5, Quentin Grimes. And 6'3" from Baylor, number 12, Jared Butler. 6'4" from Miami, number 16, Lonnie Walker, the 4. 6'6" from Arizona State, number 35, Marcus Bagley. And a 6'10" from UCLA, number 30, Adem Bona.
All right, we apologize, ladies and gentlemen, for that presentation of the starting lineup by a very annoying public address announcer. And on that note, we are going to have a little NBA ball with our tip-off sponsored by the 5 folks from Great Lakes Credit Union. Join GLCU in banking for greater good. Visit glcu.org for details.
You were talking about the start time of Wednesday's game, and at first glance, I look at it. Why would they not know what time we're playing? Because the East is decided. Everyone knows what is.
But they're waiting on the West.
They're waiting on the West, and why are they waiting on the West? Because TV will decide what games they want to put on at what times, and it'll be very interesting to see what happens with who's going on. Because it is a much closer battle. Because you look between the 10th, the 6th and 7th seed are 19. 8th seed is 20, and the 28th and the 9th and 10th seed are all bunched up together. So today will have a big effect on how the West falls out. Unfortunately, however you want to look at the East, has been decided tonight, and the Bulls will be playing the Miami Heat at the United Center. Just unfortunately, we just don't know exactly what time that will be yet.
Bulls coming out, red uniforms, black numbers, white lettering in Philadelphia in the royal blue, white and red. I love these uniforms. This is back in the day, and, the Bulls with the classic uniforms, the best in the NBA. You could say perhaps Boston, Philadelphia when they wear these sets of uniforms, Bill, but it just reminds me of the good old days when these two franchises were vying for the Eastern Conference title year after year after year. And hopefully for the Bulls, they're on the right track, Bill, because I really like the young core of players that are being developed here.
They really are. And since the trade deadline, Kobe and Giddey have really stepped up. Kevin Huerter's kind of filled in, and Bazelis has really progressed the whole season long, playing excellent.
Bona jumps up with Vooch, who was drafted by Philadelphia, by the way, in 2011 with the 16th pick. Bulls win the tip, going left full court to Kevin Huerter. Huerter picked up by Grimes. Huerter swings at Vooch. And a post-up now. Julian Phillips with 7 on the clock. Bazelis inside feed. And Phillips had the ball knocked out of his hands by Butler with 4 on the shot clock. And the Bulls will put it in play baseline left, with Bazelis doing the honors. Bazelis holding and looking, and they go to Vooch mid-post right. Turnaround jumper, 18-footer. Nope. Weak side rebound taken away by Philadelphia. Quentin Grimes came over from Dallas, and he is a restricted free agent at the end of the year. And let me tell you, folks, he's going to get paid. He's a really solid player, only 24 years young. Butler, and they go left side. Lonnie Walker, the 4th. Buries a 28-footer in front of the Bulls bench.
That's a big shot right there. Bulls a little slow getting out to him.
Walker, a former San Antonio Spur. Bazelis drove into a double team, and Philadelphia took it away. Then the errant pass intercepted by Phillips to Huerter, and Huerter buries the left wing 3.
I'll tell you what, Julian Phillips, that was a great defensive play because he hustled to get over in that passing lane and steal it, and Huerter nails a nice shot.
Butler with a touch. He's picked up by Kobe White, rolling to his right. Cross-court pass, and here's the touch. And on the left side, Lonnie Walker, the 3rd 3-ball. Once again, same spot, same result.
This is starting out like Philadelphia saying, you know what, we haven't won all year, but we're going to win tonight just to prove a point. I don't get it.
Kobe all the way to the rim, flips it up with the right hand. No. Rebound Bagley. They just picked him up. Down the floor, going upstairs. Butler over Sean Bona. Taken away by the Bulls on a 4-on-3. Huerter to a cutting Phillips, who throws it down with the right hand.
It's a big-time play, and I love the way the Bulls are pushing the pace, keeping it going, playing true to their style.
Philadelphia 6-5. In front, Lonnie Walker, the 4th. Top side 3, no. Rebound Vooch took it away from Bona. And then the Bulls commit a turnover, and Bagley throws it down with a 2-handed slam.
Yeah, they tried to throw the ball up to Bazelis, but it was a lazy pass over the top, and Bagley just timed it perfect.
Philadelphia with an 8-5 lead, first quarter, 9:44 remaining. Bazelis fires inside. Huerter pinned him down. Butler and lays it in with the left hand.
That was a great pass, but the more I watch Huerter, the more I like him right now. He just moves so well without the basketball to the right spots, Charlie.
And Grimes, dribble drive, got a screen by Bona, and Phillips hits the floor, but we're going to have a Bulls foul. Elaborate in that, Bill, about Huerter and what he does off the ball.
Well, there's plenty of room to move, and a lot of guys get stuck in plays where they're not really involved or they don't move. Huerter always cuts to an open spot. Wherever the defense isn't playing, he moves to that open spot within what the offense is running. So it's really good to see that.
Bona collects, and the ball stripped by Vooch out of bounds. 8 on the clock, 9:21 to go first, 8-7 Philadelphia. Bulls trying for a victory here, and that would be their 39th on the year.
Would match last year's season's victory total.
Bill, at one stage, they were 11 under 500.
Yes.
Wheelie move, Bona up and good. He's a good-looking player, folks. Adam Bona shooting 70% from the field. A second-round pick at a UCLA. Shot blocker. There's Bazelis, dances off, foul line right. Dribble drive in the angle, puts it up, got it. With that length, Metis Bazelis.
And that was pretty good. He had a lot of traffic around and knocked the ball, but he was able to keep the dribble alive and gather the ball in to get a nice shot on.
We have played 3 minutes here, first quarter, 10-9 Philadelphia. 76ers ball. Jared Butler on a crossover on Herter. Leans in, air ball, and we got a whistle and a foul. But, Bazelis, in the last 32 games, he's averaging 14 and 6.
Yeah, he's playing really, really well. He's picked up his game and has been a big part of this team. I mean, the jury's out. He's going to be a good player. The question is going to be how good and can he make his teammates around him better to get to that elite level. Hey, we are in the first quarter, sponsored by Bosch Power Tools. The more you Bosch, the more you feel like Bosch.
Herter committed a foul on Butler, goes 2-2 at the line. Jared Butler started the season with Washington, went to Philadelphia, his 4th NBA team, the former most outstanding player in the NCAA tournament with Baylor. Dribble drive, left side, Vooch, jump pass, and he threw it away. Bagley with the steal. Bagley on the runway, going left angle, and Kobe White with a rejection on Bagley, and then a left side 3 taken and missed by Grimes. Leaking out down the floor. Phillips with a right-handed slam on Bona.
Blocks by the Bulls, sponsored by Ankin Law, injury law made personal.
12-11, Philadelphia by 1. Off the high screen, Grimes works the staggered dribble drive. Baseline left. Butler works on Kobe. Backs it out, 7 on the clock. Wants it, fields it. Far corner 3, no. Vooch slings an outlet pass to Kobe. Herter with a pull-up, left side 3. Got it.
That's a big-time shot. Again, Bulls getting a rebound, pushing the ball on the floor. Herter wide open on the left side. 3 all by himself.
Herter has scored 8 of the Bulls' 14 points. Bulls by 2. Butler, dribble drive, floater in the paint, up and good from 5 feet. Jared Butler now with 4, and we're tied at 14.
They had Bona going up for a lob just in case he wanted to pass it or shoot it.
Kobe ducks inside. Kobe on Butler. Turns, gives it up to Bazelis. Bazelis between the legs dribble. About 28 feet away with a handoff to Kobe. Straight on, 3 ball, too strong. Rebound Butler. Jared Butler. Belt high, left-hand dribble on the left wing. Dances off right side, line to the lane. Butler run upstairs, underneath. And Bona with a reverse left to right. And the layup is good. Timeout, Billy Donovan. Philadelphia 16, the Bulls 14 at the 7-minute mark opening period right here on 670 The Score in the Bulls Radio Network.
This is where the Bulls play.
Ball game over. Bulls win. It's time to dance.
Listen to Chuck and Bill call all the action right here on the Chicago Bulls Radio Network.
This Bosch 2-in-1 impact driver rules.
Oh, yeah.
That couldn't have been.
Macho Man Randy Savage indeed. Yeah, a.k.a. you're in a Bosch. I'm a macho manifestation of that feeling you get when you use that 2-in-1 impact driver.
Oh, yeah?
Nah, say it with your chest, brother. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'll work on that.
The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a
Bosch. Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating. Keep celebrating when you bundle and save with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Summer's heating up, and so is your fitness routine. Whether you're looking for high-energy workouts, a place to unwind, or the perfect summer hangout, Fitness Formula Clubs has it all. With outdoor pools and splash bars at West Loop, Park Ridge, and Elmhurst, you can swim, relax, and sip your favorite drink all in one spot. It's more than a gym, it's your summer escape. With 10 locations across Chicagoland, FFC is Chicago's ultimate destination for fitness, fun, and community. Join by April 30th and score an exclusive discount off your enrollment fee. Visit ffc.com/odyssey for details.
Bulls full and partial season ticket plans for 2025-26 are available now. Season ticket holders receive exclusive benefits, invites to exclusive events, merchandise discounts, and more. Find the plan that's right for you at bulls.com/tickets.
Hey, Bill, I got a question. The mascot of the 76ers is Franklin the dog.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it make sense to have a guy dressed up like Benjamin Franklin, a little portly fellow with a pillow and like the grayish white hair and bald and
Yes.
like the sport coat with the buttons?
I'm sure at some point they paid a marketing company hundreds of thousands of dollars to figure out what kids and fans like most.
Well, I got one final thought on that after the next play with Herter after the timeout to go to Booch on a post-up, banging away, and Butler along with Butler over there, and we're going to have a foul putting Booch at the line. I'm just saying, Bill, about Benjamin Franklin. You know, the guy that looked like a real-life Benjamin Franklin is a broadcaster for the San Francisco Giants, used to be on ESPN, the Game of the Week, John Miller.
So what you just described, is that a compliment or are you putting him down?
Well, I mean, I love Benjamin Franklin. I mean, who doesn't? He was creative. You know, the post office, the lightning with the what was it?
The kite. And the key.
Yeah.
The electrocution.
Yes. And Boots up and good. I'm just saying, Bill. 16 apiece. 6:38 left first. Here's Butler with a handoff to Grimes. Quentin Grimes. They're trying to run a half-court set, so they go to Lonnie Walker, the fourth. In the near corner, Bagley for three. Remy, no. Tip coming out of nowhere. Bona with the left hand. He puts it down.
Bulls in a little bit of a zone there. Booch was kind of faking, trying to keep him honest, but Phillips had to get out to the corner.
Herter got double teamed on the right elbow. No, put back. Pincellis elevating, grabbed the offensive rebound and flipped it in.
That was a great offensive rebound. Booch thought he had it. He went up above everyone and just took it.
Matters Pincellis now in the ball game with four. And shot taken, top of the circle by Grimes, though. And here is Pincellis. Pincellis going cross court now. They go to Booch in front to Kobe White with 14 on the clock. High screen from Booch. Kobe stumbles, retains. Left side, Pincellis. Back to Kobe. Left corner three. No. And a rebound tracked down by Grimes on the far sideline. Advances right full court. And a backdoor cut intended for Butler, and he threw it away. White with the steal. They go to Kevin Herter. Herter, Pincellis rises up. They go back to Herter, waiting for White and Booch to arrive. And left front court with 13 on the clock. Kobe swings it to Booch. Booch, one bounce pickup, comes up shooting. 19-footer is good.
Nice little play right there. There's going to be a dribble handoff, but the defense jumped away from Booch. He just squared up wide open.
2018, Bulls by two, shooting 57%. Here's Lonnie Walker, the fourth. Foul line, 16-footer, no, and Bona puts it up. Nope. Draws the foul, shoots two.
See, before that play, before Bona got the rebound, he pushed off clearly because you see Bulls players just flying under the basket. Then he gets tapped on the arm, and they call the foul.
So, Bill, Bona is an interesting story here. He was the 41st pick, and Philadelphia signs him as a second rounder to a 4-year, $8 million deal. And it's going to pay big dividends, Bill, because, second round picks really have the opportunity to become a free agent very early in their lifespan of an NBA career.
Because you're right, because in the NBA, the first round picks have a salary structure, and they get slotted into a spot, so it's limited. But as a second round pick after your first contract, could be a free agent and get whatever you want. There's no more structure.
Bona was fired, second free throw, 2019 Bulls. Bona was a great star, high school star, California. Went to UCLA, was the old Pac-12 Player of the Year. Now, of course, UCLA is in the Big Ten. Go figure. Here's Vooch. Dalen Terry up top. Now to Patrick Williams. Lets it fly. Top side three short. Pulled down by Phillips. And here's Herter. Lines up. Right side three. Right down the pipe. Kevin Herter with his third try. And as many attempts. And he's got 11. 23-19 Bulls. Bona on a dribble handoff. Dribble drive. Grimes. Jump pass. Right side. Ricky Council. Comes up firing. Right side no. Rebound. Controlled by Hood Shafino out of Indiana. And another miss by Philadelphia. And they cannot buy a three ball. They're 2 of 9. Bulls ball. Here's Williams with a power move. And the dribble bounced off his right leg out of bounds.
Oh, my. The ball got hit. Points in the paint. Both teams with 10 right now. Sponsored by Benjamin Moore. Transform your home with premium color and quality.
23-19 Bulls led by Kevin Herter with 11. Grimes. They run pick and roll to Bono. Left side, Ricky Council on a post up. Back to Bono. 2-man game. Left of the lane. Wheels inside on Boots with a left-handed layup. But good. Nice play.
It's a very nice play. It looked like he was going to go across the lane. This quick crossover fooled Vooch.
Vooch steps in. Top side three. No. Rebound Philadelphia. Bono, by the way, in the first quarter with 9. 23-21 Bulls by Deuce. Grimes swings it out. Top side. Bagley open three. No. Rebound Julian Phillips. Phillips been all over the floor. 4 points, couple of rebounds, 2 assists. Dalen Terry works off a high screen from Vooch. Dribble drive to the rim with the right hand layup. Good. He drew a crowd, Bill. That was a tough shot. And Nick Nurse going to burn a timeout here. 25-21, Bulls 5-4. 3:08 to play first quarter. Right here on 670, The Score, and the Bulls Radio Network.
Bulls fans, Kobe White here. This is where the Bulls play. Listen to every game right here on Sports Radio 670, The Score. Chicago's official radio home for Bulls basketball.
This Bosch 2-in-1 impact driver rules.
Oh, yeah!
That couldn't have been.
Macho Man Randy Savage indeed. Yeah, a.k.a. Uriner Bosch. I'm a macho manifestation of that feeling you get when you use that 2-in-1 impact driver.
Oh, yeah?
Nah, say it with your chest, brother. Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah!
Well, we'll work on that.
The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a
Bosch. When you buy a new house, you might say,
"Shut the front door."
Winning.
No, seriously. Shut the front door. We own this house now.
but you actually need to say,
"Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there."
That's right. The local State Farm agent is there to help you choose the coverage you need.
Welcome to my crib. No one says that anymore, but I don't care.
So just remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Summer's heating up, and so is your fitness routine. Whether you're looking for high-energy workouts, a place to unwind, or the perfect summer hangout, Fitness Formula Clubs has it all. With outdoor pools and splash bars at West Loop, Park Ridge, and Elmhurst, you can swim, relax, and sip your favorite drink all in one spot. It's more than a gym, it's your summer escape. With 10 locations across Chicagoland, FFC is Chicago's ultimate destination for fitness, fun, and community. Join by April 30th and score an exclusive discount off your enrollment fee. Visit ffc.com/odyssey for details.
The Bulls are officially in the postseason. Get access to tickets for April 16th as the Bulls face off against the Miami Heat. Get tickets now at bulls.com/postseason.
Hey, Bill, I got something for you. How about this?
Okay.
Mikal Bridges of the Knicks, he played 6 seconds on the last day of the season to extend his consecutive games played streak to 556, encompassing all of his 7 seasons. He's never missed a pro game, college game, or high school.
That's fair. See, I would do that. And as a coach, I respect that because he wants to play, put him in, let him play a little bit or whatever it is, and keep your streak alive.
Chifino, the former first-round pick by the Lakers, drives into a crowd, setting up at the top of the key. Lonnie Walker, the fourth, the midi from 19 straight on no. Rebound Bulls. Dalen Terry hops over the timeline, turns the corner, baseline left, puts on the brakes, and a reset for Bazelis. Bazelis attacking. Bazelis stumbles, no travel call. Bazelis swings out in front to Jalen Smith, to Kobe. Kobe on the right elbow. Williams, rainbow three, no. Rebound Smith, the putback, no. Smith, another putback, got it.
A big-time play right there. Jalen Smith just checks in the game. Substitution sponsored by Remy Martin, the official Spirit of Bulls radio. Team up for excellence.
27-21, Bulls by 6. Left corner, Chifino. To what the former Indiana product can do. Ricky Council all the way to the rim. Shot rejected, but he hits the floor. And a foul. And he is going to go to the line, shooting two. Undrafted, Ricky Council. Out of Wichita State, then transferred to Arkansas. I was thinking about, Bill, the great stars of Arkansas basketball, Sidney Moncrief, Joe Klein with Arkansas, right?
Yep, he did. Played against him in the NCAA tournament back in 1985, then got to play with him.
One of your counterparts, Bill,
yep.
The bigs during your day, Scott Hastings.
Scott Hastings, yep. He's Scott's in Denver now as a broadcaster.
Yep.
Yeah, Joe Klein, great guy, great family.
Yep. He did he go to Notre Dame and then Arkansas, or Arkansas to Notre Dame? I think it was Notre Dame to Arkansas.
Then to Arkansas.
Yeah.
Yep.
Left corner, Williams open, three ball, no. Rebound controlled by Philadelphia. Chifino advances right forecourt, 27-23 Bulls. 1:35 left. They go in front now in a backdoor cut. What a pass. Bagley with the finish from Mobley.
Wow. I am Bulls up 27-25 with 1:30 left. I'm just amazed at something Alyssa said in the pregame.
Jalen Smith turnaround jumper, 8-footer in the lane up and good. What was that, Bill? You're keeping me in suspense.
Talked about that in the first quarter, there was a 2-point differential. I'm like, how do they know?
Good Chifino with a stop and pop in the semicircle from 3 feet. It's up and good. Bulls up by 2 with Bazelis. Bazelis with a 4.2 rebound game. And we've got a whistle and a foul off the ball. That's going to go on Kobe.
Oh.
Turnover number 4 for the Bulls. The Bulls on the season averaging 14 per game. So, we can throw these stats out, right? I mean, Philadelphia.
Yes. These aren't normal stats. Different players are playing. Even for the Bulls, there are going to be different lineups in there from time to time.
Correct.
Today.
And all 30 teams are playing.
Yes. I do like that. It's happened a few times this year.
Yep. Bagley on a bump. And they go to Council with a long distance three. No. Put back by Bagley and a foul.
Missed box out. And Bagley just got the inside track, and Patrick Williams had to grab him.
Bagley's older brother, of course, is now a Washington Wizard. And he was also, Bill, Bagley was the second player taken in the draft behind DeAndre Ayton. And Luka Doncic was third. He came over in a trade with Atlanta for Trae Young on draft day. So Bagley at the line, up and good. This is only his 10th game. Was in the G League, 6'6" rookie out of Arizona State. We're tied at 29, 36.6 left.
See, that's a lot of points in a quarter for Philadelphia right now.
Yep.
The team that averages 109 points a game.
Left side, Dalen Terry. And he missed on a left wing three, and then we're going to have a loose ball foul. And they're going to get Bagley with a push on Jalen Smith.
Just a little one. Jalen Smith ended up on the cameraman 3 feet beyond the baseline.
If you just joined us, welcome. Game number 82. We're in Philadelphia. Chuck and Bill with you. And here's Terry. Jump pass in front. Kobe. Staggered drive. Kobe with the spin. Kobe bobble the ball. He retains. Works on Chifino to the rim with a runner with the right hand. No. Put back by Smith. Nope. Rebound Philadelphia. We have 8 seconds left. Tied at 29. over the midcourt line. Lonnie Walker, the fourth. And he's driving on Terry deep in the lane. Turnaround jumper, 13-footer, rimming out. We go to quarter number 2. Alyssa standing by. Tied at 29 on the Bulls Network.
This is where the Bulls play.
To the rack and a right-handed dunk, going coast to coast.
Listen to Chuck and Bill call all the action right here on the Chicago Bulls Radio Network.
No, this Bosch miter saw really is smooth.
Feeling smooth.
Who said that?
It's your inner Bosch, baby. I'm that scoobity-bebop smooth feeling you get when you make smooth cuts with that moobity-mibbity-mibbity-mubbity miter saw.
So I'll just keep ski-bop sawing then?
Now you're getting it. Beep-bop, beat-up, miter saw is my
The
favorite.
more you Bosch, the more you feel like a
Bosch.
Buying a new car might make you say things like,
I can't believe it.
Seriously, it's ours?
Is this real life?
Move it!
Yeah, it's real life, all right.
but what you really need to say is something that can protect your new ride.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Yep, we're here to help you choose the coverage you need. So just remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Ready to take your fitness to the next level? For 40 years, Fitness Formula Clubs has prioritized upgrades to help you achieve your goals faster. Bounce back stronger with the help of our recovery lounges. Track results along your fitness journey directly from your smartphone with our in-body composition analyzers. Stay motivated with our exclusive group fitness classes. And keep every workout feeling fresh with our newest fitness equipment and technology. Don't settle for ordinary. Step into extraordinary at FFC, Chicago's best health clubs. Visit ffc.com/Odyssey to claim your special offer today.
Welcome back into 670 The Score. The Bulls Sixers are knotted up at 29 apiece after the opening frame. The Bulls were listed as the 8.5-point away favorites. That was prior to tip-off, and the total points sitting at 236.5. Courtside odds are presented by Circus Sports Illinois. Download the Circus Sports Illinois app today. Chuck and Bill, back over to you in Philadelphia.
Well, the Bulls knotted up. A lot of points for Philadelphia to score in the first quarter. They only average 109 points a game, but the Bulls' pace hopefully will tire them out.
Lonnie Walker, the fourth, getting up a lot of shots, a lot of misses. No good from the right wing from 27. Rebound Bulls. They go to Bazella, steps in, left side three. Got it. Big splash. Mattis Bazella with 7. Bill, he has drained 2 or more threes in 10 out of his last 11 games.
Yeah, and really getting confident with the outside shot. Knows when to take it, when not to take it. Maybe move the ball on.
Mobley up and good. He poured in a top side 3-ball. The former Cleveland Cavaliers second-round pick. The older brother of Evan Mobley. He's been in the G League with Delaware. Had a terrific season. And we had a foul on Mobley with a push in the back of Patrick Williams, who wanted to go strong to the rim.
Which Mobley was in the Jungle Book?
Bill, don't you have a radar about some of our network affiliates or producers?
I'll get it the next one. I don't have time right now.
Here's Kobe, pick and roll. Jalen Smith squares up, 12-footer right side off the mark. 32 apiece. Bulls and Sixers in game 82. Lonnie Walker, the fourth, floats a pass, top of the key to Hood Schifino in the left corner and a 3-ball. No. By Bagley, rebound Bulls, and it's Kobe White. Kobe drives into a double, and then Taylor Horton-Tucker took it away from Hood Schifino after sloppy ball handling, and it finally goes out of bounds, and the Bulls retain at 10:36 in the first half. Taylor Horton-Tucker in the rotation now for Billy Donovan. We're going to see him in the play-in tournament. Air ball from Jalen Smith, and it goes out of bounds. Jalen Smith is now one of his last 11 from three-point range.
Yeah, here's a list of producers that have worked the games this season. Tyler Bruderball, Clint Klaus, Tyler Farringall, Grant Leader, Alice Kuhn, Sean Sears, and Robbie Triano. Appreciate you guys very much for getting us on the air every night and afternoon.
Absolutely. In the lane, Mobley, push shot, 5-footer, no. Rebound Smith to Talon, Morton, Tucker, blows past Council to the rack with a right-handed layup.
There's our drive to the bucket, sponsored by McGrath City Honda, McGrath Acura of Westmont. When you do the math, you'll choose McGrath.
Council with a rainbow three up and good on Patrick Williams from 2016. On the right wing, 35-34, Philadelphia about one. Here's Mazelis to the rim, jump pass, threw it away. Intercepted by Bagley. Over the timeline, Lonnie Walker, the fourth, with a handoff to Bagley out of reverse. No, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Philadelphia ball.
And as long as we're on the subject, our affiliates on the network, 104.5 FM, WRIN, Rensselaer, Indiana, 101.1 FM, WZPN, Peoria, Illinois, 102.1 FM, WKEI, Kewanee, Illinois, and I'll get the last three in a moment.
Okay, 15 on the clock. Lonnie Walker gives it up left side, and the jumper taken and missed by Mobley, but it comes right back to him in the left corner. Walker steps in left side three. Good. Lonnie Walker, the fourth, that's his 8th shot in the first half in 13 minutes. He's got 9. Billy Donovan takes the timeout. 38-34, Philadelphia. 9:24 left first half on the Bulls Radio Network.
Bulls fans, Josh Giddey here. This is where the Bulls play. Listen to every game right here on Sports Radio 670 The Score, Chicago's official radio home for Bulls basketball.
Man, that was easy.
Bulldog Rotary Hammer!
Hello?
It is I, He-Man, your inner Bosch.
Inner...
Bosch!
I'm sorry, what?
That powerful feeling you get when you can powerfully blast through concrete. Say it with me.
What, like right now?
Yes! We have the power!
The more you feel like a...
Buying a new car might make you say things like,
I can't believe it.
Seriously, it's ours?
Is this real life?
Move it!
Yeah, it's real life, all right.
but what you really need to say is something that can protect your new ride.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Yep, we're here to help you choose the coverage you need. So just remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Ready to take your fitness to the next level? For 40 years, Fitness Formula Clubs has prioritized upgrades to help you achieve your goals faster. Bounce back stronger with the help of our recovery lounges. Track results along your fitness journey directly from your smartphone with our in-body composition analyzers. Stay motivated with our exclusive group fitness classes. And keep every workout feeling fresh with our newest fitness equipment and technology. Don't settle for ordinary. Step into extraordinary at FFC, Chicago's best health clubs. Visit ffc.com/Odyssey to claim your special offer today.
Sign up to get text messages from the Bulls. Text Alert subscribers are the first to know about team news, promotions, and special offers. Visit bulls.com/text to get started. And Charlie, to finish off that list of our affiliates, 104.7 FM WLMD in Macomb, Illinois, 1240 AM WSDR in Sterling, Illinois, and 1490 AM WZOE in Princeton, Illinois, along with 105.1 FM WGEM in Quincy, Illinois. Appreciate all our affiliates.
Absolutely. And, of course, here's Herter. Top side three. He is feeling it. Kevin Herter with his fourth triple. He's got 14.
Thank goodness he's matching because Philadelphia is making a lot of threes right now.
Yeah, they've got 5 of 17 in the lane. Council's shot rejected by Phillips. The Bulls dressed in the red, black and white. Horton Tucker gives it up. Herter, left corner three. Yes! Put him in the hole. Put him in the hole of fame. He's 5 of 5. It's raining threes for Kevin Herter with 17.
Wow.
Wow, was right.
And that was a great pass by Horton Tucker. Hit him in the corner, pulled the defense off him.
Lonnie Walker, the 4th for 3, banged off beyond and out. At least they're finding Herter, Bill.
Yes.
Let's see if he gets a retouch now. I mean, give him a heat check. Here's topside. Herter up, way off the mark.
He rushed that one.
He did. That ricochet right back almost to Philadelphia's Council's head off. Here's Bazelis over the timeline on a 4-on-3 to a cutting Jalen Smith. Smith with a runner with the left hand. No, put back by Phillips. No. Rebound Mobley, 40-38, Bulls by 2. Mobley, and they get a Hood-Shavino. Hood-Shavino on a post-up bomb. Bazelis, cross court, left side 3, around the arc and out for Lonnie Walker, the 4th. Walker now is taking 11 shots in 14 minutes. I love it. Here's Herter, double on the ball in the far corner, left-hand draw drive, contact, and a foul.
And we are in the second quarter, sponsored by Roofers and Waterproofers Local 11. Find a highly skilled roofing contractor at ChicagoRoofingContractors.org.
We also want to thank Bill 670 The Score, the czar of sports radio, Mitch Rosen, all the fine folks, Ryan Porth, and WBBM, the fine folks there. We don't know, folks, what station we're going to be on Wednesday. We're going to find out later tonight because what's going on in the Western Conference, right?
Yeah, a lot of games and what teams will be there and on Wednesday, which team is playing and what time zone they're playing in. So can't quite say what time our game will be, but it will be Wednesday, and the start time will be somewhere between 6 and 8.
Bill, what time zone are you in?
Right now, the Eastern. But my head's always in the clouds.
Oh, boy. 41-38. Herter at the line makes 1 of 2. He's got 18 and a half. Dribble drive at the foul line. Now he backs it out. Butler, they go to the left side. Dribble drive, Council to Grimes. Back to Grimes, and we've got a hand check and a foul. Who are they going to call this on, Bill?
Wow. You're calling Phillips?
Yep. 41-38 Bulls, 7:24 to go first half.
Taylor and Horton Tucker got whacked by Bona. I mean, like, he's still shaking it off.
Bona accepts the inbounds pass. And a backdoor cut to Grimes. And nearly threw it away. Good job by Hood-Shavino keeping it in play on the right side. An angle pass. And they go at the foul line. Wrap around Hood-Shavino stumbles on Herter. And his shot comes just after the clock expired. 24-second violation. 41-38 Bulls. 7:10 left first half.
We have not had a review in this game. All reviews in this game are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. A second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine.
Bulls shooting 47%, 40% beyond the arc, led by Herter, who's 5 of 6. Herter at the top of the key. Herter dribble drive, high off the window, no. Vooch with the offensive rebound. Right side, Phillips, 4-3, popped out, rebound, Bona.
You got a good look at that. It was a great opportunity. Good rebound by Vooch. Good find. Just got to make it.
Butler leans in, foul line left, 15-footer no, and punched away out of bounds. And they're going to say it went on Vooch. It's going to be Philly ball. Bill, I'll tell you what, for the life of me, and I know you don't know going into the season about injuries and whatnot, if someone said we'd be doing game 82 in Philadelphia, left corner 3 is missed by Bona, and that Philly would have a record of 24-57, I would have said you're nuts.
Yes, absolutely. And regardless of what you think about Paul George, you think he'd play in more games and B would play in more games and they would be one of the top 3 teams in the Eastern Conference, but no.
Yep. And again, that 1-6 pick is protected with Oklahoma City. And we're going to have a foul on the Bulls as Council hit the floor. So, Bill, you go into the lottery. If that pick is outside 1-6, Oklahoma City gets it. And people are saying, what trade was that? It was about Al Horford. Philly wanted to move Al Horford off their roster. It just wasn't a good fit. And so Oklahoma City said, fine, we'll take his deal, but we want a pick. And there you go.
And there you go. They still have a lot of picks.
And a lob to the rim. Bona with a slam dunk from Butler.
Yeah, Bono, they're running him to the rim every chance they get. They're looking for him, and if they don't look for him, he's right there for a rebound.
Yep. Bono with 11 points, 5 rebounds. Vooch with a spin. Vooch, near corner pass, Phillips fires up top. Taylor Horton Tucker. Horton Tucker with a spin to the rim with a right-handed and two-handed dunk. Oh, that was nasty.
Oh, he got up, a nice little spin move, and he exploded to the rim.
He really did. Went to a strong hand, then went to two hands for the dunk. Wow. Chavino traveled, yeah. 43-40, Bulls by 3, 5:28 to go. First half.
The 1966 retail collection is available, or still available, designed in-house by the Bulls. The line features Benny the Bull, Los Bulls, and more. Visit shop.bulls.com or the Madhouse Team Store.
So Kobe White, who's 0 for 4 scoreless, and he goes to the rim, and the shot blocked from behind by Bona. Leaking out Butler on Vooch with a left-handed layup good.
He's just running the floor right there. Vooch got kind of caught flat-footed.
And again, Taylor Horton Tucker with a spin. Finds Vooch in front to Terry. Terry off the Vooch screen. He threw it away to a fan in the second row. And he's wearing red.
Phillips was there, but he was cutting up, coming higher, so a little miscommunication.
Yeah, but that red is not a Bulls jersey. It's the alternate jersey for Philadelphia.
Yes.
Left side 3, up and good. Jared Butler, he's got 8. 44-43 Philadelphia. Terry on a crossover to a cutting Kobe White. White threw it away. He threw it behind Vooch out of bounds at midcourt. I'll tell you.
Number 8.
Billy Donovan is pacing that sideline, Bill. I mean, I get it. You know, it's game 82, but you want your team kind of sharp, don't you?
Yes. We talked about that in the pregame. You want them to play well. And I get it. You're going to rest guys. Guys aren't going to play the regular heavy minutes, but you want them to play well. You want to have momentum going into Wednesday's game.
Bulls with 8 turnovers. Philly has scored 11 points. Butler, they go to Lonnie Walker the 4th. Left side, Grimes for 3. No. Rebound, Julian Phillips. Phillips with 4 points, 3 boards, 2 assists. Horton Tucker got stripped on his way to the rim. Good job by Bona. Here's Bagley, right side, Butler. Lonnie Walker, the 4th on the right angle, and he puts it down with a right-handed power slam. Timeout, Bulls. Philadelphia at the 4:01 mark, second quarter, 46-43 over the Bulls. We'll take a break on the Bulls Network.
Bulls fans, Nikola Vucevic here. This is where the Bulls play. Listen to every game right here on the Bulls Radio Network, Chicago's official radio home for Bulls basketball.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Ready to take your fitness to the next level? For 40 years, Fitness Formula Clubs has prioritized upgrades to help you achieve your goals faster. Bounce back stronger with the help of our recovery lounges. Track results along your fitness journey directly from your smartphone with our in-body composition analyzers. Stay motivated with our exclusive group fitness classes. And keep every workout feeling fresh with our newest fitness equipment and technology. Don't settle for ordinary. Step into extraordinary at FFC, Chicago's best health clubs. Visit ffc.com/Odyssey to claim your special offer today.
In a world where agreements are the lifeline of businesses, DocuSign is more than just signatures. We're transforming how professionals create, commit to, and manage agreements. Through DocuSign Intelligent Agreement Management, we turn complex negotiations into a streamlined experience. Visit DocuSign.com today to learn how DocuSign IAM can give your business a competitive edge and propel you into the future of agreement management.
With Chewy, get all the food your pets love delivered right to your door. Get a free $20 e-gift card with your first food order. And get mealtime essentials from all the brands you love with an extra side of savings. For low prices, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
At CubeSmart, we believe in storage that puts you first. That's why our team of storage experts is there for you in person, on the phone, or online to help you find the space you need. Get storage that puts you first with CubeSmart Self-Storage. Rent online and move in today.
Bulls fans, sign up for My Bulls, the official game day email of the Chicago Bulls. Subscribers will receive an email on all Bulls games days with a column from Chuck Swirsky. Matchups to watch, key stats, the injury report, and more. Sign up for free at bulls.com/mybulls. Well, Billy Donovan not happy right now with his Bulls right now, Charlie. They're down 3, 46-43. Defensively, a little bit soft, and they've had 8 turnovers already in this game.
Let's see what the Bulls do. Operating at the top of the key to Boots to go to Kevin Herter, who's been red hot with 18. Boots comes up shooting off the dribble and buries a 10-footer in the lane.
A nice play right there. Put it on the floor, created some space in the lane.
The Boots with 45 double-doubles on the year. Last year at 51. But Boots, as Bill wanted to mention on the pregame show, so consistent. The Butler gave up a free 15-footer to pass the ball to Lonnie Walker the fourth with a step-back three. That's why he did it. Lonnie Walker the fourth, his fourth triple. He's got 17. So it's a shootout, Bill. Lonnie Walker the fourth and Kevin Herter.
And we're not even at the OK Corral.
Yeah. Here's Herter. Herter turns the corner, baseline right in front. Jalen Horton Tucker, rainbow three, too strong. 50-50 ball. Booch on a baby hook with the right hand, rolled off no. Here comes Philadelphia leaking out. Lonnie Walker the fourth fires inside Bona to the rack, and he gets fouled by Terry. And Adon Bona.
I tell you what, Charlie, Bona got that rebound, and I thought he took it off the rim for defensive goaltending. But, they didn't call it. That's fine. But you know what he did after that? He sprinted down the floor. He passed everyone, and they actually missed him going to the basket. Then he just posted up right next to the basket, and still the Bulls were late getting to him. And, that's just hustle right there. And you talk about players playing for contracts and trying to open the coach's eyes. I mean, they're watching. Nick Nurse is watching him going, wow, this guy's going to help us in the future.
You know what, Bill? Look, let's pause station ID, Bulls Radio Network.
David Haw here. Get Bulls talking more on the Mully and Haw Show, 5:30 to 10 on The Score in Odyssey Sports Station, WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago.
All right, so Bona makes the first of 2. Second attempt short, comes right back to Kobe White, 50-45, Philadelphia. So if you had 5 storylines this year in regular season play, I would think the demise of the Sixers has to be in that group.
100%, yes. I mean, no one expected this right now.
Boots short on a beautiful pocket pass from Williams, but it comes out. Dalen Terry left corner 3-0. And fight for the rebound. Bagley got dragged down by a frustrated Patrick Williams, who's scoreless at 8 minutes. He's 0 of 3. But the number one story, Bill, without any question, the Doncic trade.
Oh yeah, hands down. That's I think surprised everybody, and no one saw that coming. So it's different. But you have to look at Philadelphia. If I'm being honest, you look at them saying, okay, they came in with high expectations. Maybe they realized it early that maybe it's not going to happen, and they figured, well, we're going to lose our pick if we don't if we play too well.
Yeah.
So and this year, the Cooper Flag draft.
Yeah.
Is big, so everyone's talking about that. So maybe they've made an effort to be this bad, which is what I don't like about the NBA.
2 teams exchange turnovers, and all the way to the cup and a layup by Jared Butler in double digits with 10. Very ragged second quarter here. Here's Herter from 29 feet in front, rimmed out. Rebound Bona, 52-45 Philadelphia, 1:35 left here, second quarter. Grimes slams into Kobe White, and that's going to be a charge. You know what, Bill? I mean, the thing that remains to be seen, I don't know. I mean, you got Embiid's salary, you got Paul George. I don't know if they're tradable.
I agree. No one else made an offer for Paul George when they signed him. So they took that contract. So it's going to be very hard to move that. And the same with Embiid, because he hasn't shown that he can stay healthy for 2 years in a row.
Terry, no, from the right corner. He goes out of bounds. off Philadelphia. Well, again, Golden State, Bill, they had a trade with the Clippers set. That was done, and at the last second, the Clippers said, no, we don't want to trade them to a rival.
Yeah. And that's a fair assessment.
Vooch, mid-range jumper, 17-footer, no rebound, Philadelphia with 70 seconds to go in the half. 52-45 Philadelphia. Lonnie Walker the fourth with a floater on the right angle, up and good. He's got 16. Third double-figure players for the Sixers, and Vooch kept the play near the window, and two-handed touch shot up and good.
Is this a 13-0 run right now, or 13-2 run?
Yep. 45 seconds to go. Bona, scoop pass in front. Grimes driving on Vooch, setting up. Butler, left side three. Nope. Rebound Kobe, and the ball trying to be ripped away by Bagley. And we can have a jump, or we can have a foul, Bill. It's going to be a foul on Bagley. Sixers now in a 14-4 run, the last 4-18. 54-47 Philadelphia. 36 seconds left. Kobe's played 18 minutes scoreless, 4 points and 4 assists. Dribble drive, Kobe with a hoop. So Kobe now with his first bucket, 4 rebounds, 4 assists rather, with 22 seconds left, 54-49 Philadelphia. Lonnie Walker the fourth, just with that lazy belt-high left-hand dribble about 40 feet away. There's about 2-second shot clock, game clock differential. We go to Grimes on Herter. Foul line left, curling, wheeling, up and under with a scoop and a score by Butler. Nice job with 2 seconds left. Jared Butler with a dozen from midcourt. Williams good if it goes. Air ball. At the end of the first half, 56-49 Philadelphia. Our Kia halftime show coming up next on the Bulls Radio Network.
Bulls fans, Modest Buzelis here. This is where the Bulls play. Listen to every game right here on Sports Radio 670 The Score, Chicago's official radio home for Bulls basketball.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Ready to take your fitness to the next level? For 40 years, Fitness Formula Clubs has prioritized upgrades to help you achieve your goals faster. Bounce back stronger with the help of our recovery lounges. Track results along your fitness journey directly from your smartphone with our in-body composition analyzers. Stay motivated with our exclusive group fitness classes. And keep every workout feeling fresh with our newest fitness equipment and technology. Don't settle for ordinary. Step into extraordinary at FFC, Chicago's best health clubs. Visit ffc.com/Odyssey to claim your special offer today.
In a world where agreements are the lifeline of businesses, DocuSign is more than just signatures. We're transforming how professionals create, commit to, and manage agreements. Through DocuSign Intelligent Agreement Management, we turn complex negotiations into a streamlined experience. Visit DocuSign.com today to learn how DocuSign IAM can give your business a competitive edge and propel you into the future of agreement management.
At Enterprise, we know you're constantly on the move. Getting this?
Thanks, Mom.
Fixing that. You reach a destination. And then it's on to the next. And when life is moving at the speed of, well, life, Enterprise is right there with you, around the corner and around the globe. We'll keep you moving forward. Enterprise, for lives in drive.
Bulls fans, welcome to the Kia Halftime Show, brought to you by the Kia Telluride, official vehicle of the Chicago Bulls. Here's Chuck Swirsky.
Halftime of the Bulls Network. We're in Philadelphia for the Bulls and the Sixers game 82 of the regular season. We're joined by the voice of the Philadelphia 76ers and a Chicagoland product. And, of course, we're talking about Tom McGinnis. So, Tom, I get it. It's been a long year. Injuries, everything that goes into that for Philadelphia. So let's talk about something positive. What can you share with us, something positive that came out of this year for the Sixers?
Well, like the most recent thing, Chuck, would be down the stretch here, all these young guys getting an opportunity, which you would never see them if it was a regular season where everyone was healthy and you were, anticipating a playoff run. You would only see them in bit roles. So for those young players, that's been positive. But the injuries really, overwhelm everything about this season for the Sixers. With Embiid, he only played 19 games. In the end, Maxey was hurt. And even Maxey, everything changed for Maxey. All of a sudden, he's the star, and the way they guarded him, his shooting numbers were down, but he's still going to be really good. Paul George, we got to kind of find out. He never really got his legs underneath him. He got hurt in the preseason. He had a couple nagging things throughout. So it's almost like a bit of a do-over, but now it's 6 months away. So, here we are in the last game in Philadelphia. They sold out, like Chicago, every game. That would certainly be a positive. I think the Sixers have a tremendous coach and Nurse. He was just so gracious to me. He talks to us every single game. There's certainly a lot here. The Sixers, they're going to get like a top pick. You got Jared McCain. There's a positive. He was unreal. And you're going to run it back, but you're going to have a chip on your shoulder the size of a boulder to try to right or wrong with this sort of unmemorable 24-25 season.
One other question, and I'll let you go. The city of Philadelphia, like Chicago, very, very passionate about sports. So the Eagles win the Super Bowl. Is there a grace period here where even if the Eagles stumble a little bit, it's tough to win back-to-back? Is there a grace period for sports fans to understand that you can't win it every year, whether it's Eagles, the Phillies, the 76ers, the Flyers, whatever?
If the Eagles in week 4 go 3-and-out 4 series in a row, they're probably going to hear it coming off when they start to punt. You know what I mean? So these fans, as you say, are really passionate. They're very smart. That's, I think, true. I think as sports announcers, people in front, I think people sometimes underestimate fans, how smart they are. But no doubt, the Eagles, the slightest thing in the last few weeks that gets the coverage is unbelievable. And kudos to them. Football, the Bears. And I was in Cleveland one year. The Browns are hugely popular. The National Football League, as you know, in our country is a thing. And then the Phillies are extremely popular and how well they've played over the last few years. And now they got a shot to possibly, win the World Series, but we'll see. And so it's great to be, I felt the same way growing up around Chicago, to be in a city where it matters, it is after all just entertainment, but it's fun to be around people that take it so seriously.
That's Tom McGinnis, the voice of the Sixers third quarter, coming up next right here on the Bulls Basketball Network.
This is where the Bulls play.
Midcourt. Oh! It's gone! What a ball game!
Listen to Chuck and Bill call all the action right here on the Chicago Bulls Radio Network.
In a world where agreements are the lifeline of businesses, DocuSign is more than just signatures. We're transforming how professionals create, commit to, and manage agreements. Through DocuSign Intelligent Agreement Management, we turn complex negotiations into a streamlined experience. Visit DocuSign.com today to learn how DocuSign IAM can give your business a competitive edge and propel you into the future of agreement management.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Ready to take your fitness to the next level? For 40 years, Fitness Formula Clubs has prioritized upgrades to help you achieve your goals faster. Bounce back stronger with the help of our recovery lounges. Track results along your fitness journey directly from your smartphone with our in-body composition analyzers. Stay motivated with our exclusive group fitness classes. And keep every workout feeling fresh with our newest fitness equipment and technology. Don't settle for ordinary. Step into extraordinary at FFC, Chicago's best health clubs. Visit ffc.com/Odyssey to claim your special offer today.
At CubeSmart, we believe in storage that puts you first. That's why our team of storage experts is there for you in person, on the phone, or online to help you find the space you need. Get storage that puts you first with CubeSmart Self-Storage. Rent online and move in today.
At the UPS store, we help you step up your shred game because we're here to help you be unstoppable. That's why we partner with a leader in document destruction. So rest assured, your documents are handled with the utmost care and your private info stays private. So say goodbye to paper piles and hello to secure shredding. Most locations are independently owned. Product, services, pricing, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. Shredding services and bids are provided by Iron Mountain on an as-is basis. Visit the upsstore.com/shredding for full details. The UPS Store. Be unstoppable. Come into your local store today.
With a $5 meal deal with new McValue. You pick a McDouble or a McChicken, then get a small fry, a small drink, and a 4-piece McNuggets. That's a lot of McDonald's for not a lot of money.
Prices and participation may vary. McDouble meal $6 in some markets for a limited time only.
At Enterprise, we know you're constantly on the move. Getting this.
Thanks, Mom.
Fixing that. You reach a destination. And then it's on to the next. And when life is moving at the speed of, well, life, Enterprise is right there with you, around the corner and around the globe. We'll keep you moving forward. Enterprise, for lives in drive.
Welcome back into 670 The Score. I'm Alyssa Bergamini on the Kia Halftime Show. The 76ers are up over the Chicago Bulls by 7, 56-49 here at halftime. The Bulls were listed as the 8.5-point away favorites. That was prior to tip-off. Total points that was set at 236.5. Let's check in on the two game props. The Bulls to cover the first quarter spread by 2.5 points. That was priced at -115. Well, the Bulls, Sixers, they were knotted up at 29 apiece after one. So it is a push there. And for the total to go over 115.5 in the first half of the game, well, here right now, it totals 105. So it is the under through the first half that cashes out. We are halfway home, and those were your courtside odds at the half presented by Circa Sports Illinois. Download the Circa Sports Illinois app today. You are listening to 670 The Score and the Kia Halftime Show on the Bulls Radio Network.
Bulls fans, Lonzo Ball here. This is where the Bulls play. Listen to every game right here on Sports Radio 670 The Score, Chicago's official radio home for Bulls basketball.
It's Spring Black Friday at the Home Depot, which means big deals on all the flowers and plants you need to make a big difference around your home this spring. Like 1-quart perennials, now on special buy, 3 for $10, was $5.98 each. These cold-tolerant flowers are perfect for early spring planting. And give all your container plants the foundation they need for success with 0.75 cubic foot Miracle-Gro garden soil, 5 for $10. Tackle projects this spring with help from the Home Depot. Shop 14 days of savings during Spring Black Friday now through April 16th.
In a world where agreements are the lifeline of businesses, DocuSign is more than just signatures. We're transforming how professionals create, commit to, and manage agreements. Through DocuSign Intelligent Agreement Management, we turn complex negotiations into a streamlined experience. Visit DocuSign.com today to learn how DocuSign IAM can give your business a competitive edge and propel you into the future of agreement management.
Organ failure takes more than strength to overcome. It takes expertise. Loyola Medicine's transplant program is among the most experienced in Illinois, with innovative approaches like gene expression profiling and robotic-assisted surgery. When the odds are long, we bring precision, compassion, and hope. At Loyola Medicine, tough is what we do and who we are. Visit loyolamedicine.org/tough.
Don't let a minor vehicle problem turn into something serious. Now, at participating AMCO centers, get a free vehicle courtesy check to keep a small problem from getting worse. And if cash is tight, get up to $100 as a mail-in rebate with the AMCO credit card. Easy payment plans are available even if your credit is not perfect. Search AAMCO. That's AMCO. AAMCO. Dashboard warning lights, strange noises. AMCO can fix that.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Welcome back. Chuck Phil with you right here on the Bulls Network. And right now, Philadelphia out in front, 56-49. Bulls led scored by Kevin Huerter, 5 threes. He's poured in 18. We'll have third quarter coming up next right here on the Bulls Basketball Network.
This is where the Bulls play.
Ball game over. Bulls win. Bulls win.
Listen to Chuck and Bill call all the action right here on the Chicago Bulls Radio Network.
If reaching new customers is on your e-commerce brand's to-do list, ShipBob can help. Store your inventory and fulfill orders from over 50 ShipBob fulfillment centers across the U.S., UK, Europe, Canada, and Australia. Cut shipping costs and transit times, plus minimize cross-border shipping complexities with real-time inventory tracking and seamless integrations with major e-commerce platforms and tools. You'll have full control and visibility over your logistics. Go to shipbob.com for a free quote and take your brand global with ease.
Bosch's innovative power tools make you feel like a Bosch. Like when you pile drive screws and bolts with the 2-in-1 impact driver, you'll feel like
Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah.
Or when you powerfully blast through concrete with the Bulldog rotary hammer, you'll feel
Like I have the power.
And when you make buttery smooth cuts with the Glide Miter saw, you'll feel
Scooby-Doo-bop smooth, baby.
What he said. With expertly engineered power tools, the more you Bosch, the more you feel like a
Bosch.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Summer's heating up, and so is your fitness routine. Whether you're looking for high-energy workouts, a place to unwind, or the perfect summer hangout, Fitness Formula Clubs has it all. With outdoor pools and splash bars at West Loop, Park Ridge, and Elmhurst, you can swim, relax, and sip your favorite drink all in one spot. It's more than a gym, it's your summer escape. With 10 locations across Chicagoland, FFC is Chicago's ultimate destination for fitness, fun, and community. Join by April 30th and score an exclusive discount off your enrollment fee. Visit ffc.com/odyssey for details.
And welcome back, Bulls Radio. Tyler Farrell, Clint Klaus in our network studios in Chicago. And, of course, Pat Kenny here in Philadelphia. Chuck Swirsky, Bill Wennington, Alyssa Bergamini. Second half coming up, Bill, 56-49 Sixers.
Well, right now, for me, obviously, the Bulls having a tough time off this year shooting the basketball, just 37% from the floor, 28% behind the three-point line. But then you throw in the 8 turnovers, and they've given up 11 points off those turnovers. And here, coming out to start the game is Collins. Vooch not starting here in the second half. And looks like Billy Donovan's kind of got a different lineup, and his Carter's in there as well.
Yep, so you got Williams, Collins, Carter, along with Phillips, Thielen, Horton, Tucker. Game number 82, second half. Let's see what this unit can do. Collins to the rack right off the bat, and he gets fouled by Butler.
Well, I like the fact that they go inside right away. Try to get something going down in the paint.
Yep.
Paint scoring early in the game, and the first half, 26-28 in favor of Philadelphia. And Point to the Paint, sponsored by Benjamin Moore. Transform your home with premium color and quality.
Saw Zach today in the elevator. What a fine young man he is. And Bill, we were talking, and he said, you know what? I know it's game number 82, and he said it's another chance to grow. And I like that attitude.
Yeah, he's a 7-footer, or 6'10". If he grows a little more, it'll be a 7-footer. I mean,
two free throws by Zach, and then on the other end, Bono lays it in. He's played 17 minutes. He's got a dozen, along with 7 rebounds.
He's played real well. He's playing aggressive. They're looking for him going to the basket.
Collins, top side, 3-ball gun. So Zach Collins, in the first minute of the third quarter, is poured in 4, bringing the Bulls within 4, 58-54. Here's Butler with a ball fake. Butler shot blocked by Patrick Williams. 2-on-1. Carter and Phillips going upstairs. Phillips throws it down on a two-handed slam from Javon Carter in transition.
Nice play right there. I like the fact they kept it 15 feet apart, made the defense choose, and chose the wrong way.
Exactly. Bona to the rim and a two-handed monster slam as he hung on the iron.
Wow. He elevated on that one. Unfortunately, the blue key opened up. The red jersey split. He had a lane right down the middle.
Are you saying the Valley Forge opened up?
Yes.
And the Potomac?
Well, it was almost like parting of the Red Sea.
Hey, Bill, I'm glad you mentioned the fast break and how you run a fast break. How many times do we see teams, pro, college, high school, where the spacing isn't there?
Yeah, you get two guys running like 5 feet apart from each other, and you really make it easy on the defense.
Here's a left side three that's off the mark by Backley. 60-58, Philadelphia by 2. Game number 82. Here's Williams driving on a spin. Up good. Count it, and a foul on Grimes.
Wow. Patrick Williams is going right down the middle of the lane. Grimes will pick up that foul. And Billy Donovan talking to Collins and Talon, Horton Tucker.
Williams at the line, trying to finish off the three-point play. Bill, the season Patrick Williams has had, he missed the free throw, and it's still loose. Collins gobbles it up, and he finds Siobhan Carter to a cutting Jalen Horton Tucker with a fancy reverse when he hits the floor, is fouled and shoots 2. So give me an idea what you've seen out of Patrick Williams.
Again, unfortunately for Patrick, I mean, he's showing signs of being the player everyone wants him to be. And it just hasn't been consistent enough. And at times he'll disappear offensively where he's not playing aggressive. And I think a lot of people will talk about his rebounding just hasn't been consistent. They look at his physical stature, his size, his athleticism, and they expect more than 3 rebounds a game out of him. And it's been so inconsistent. But he's had games where he goes out and he plays really well, and he'll get 15 to 20 points and 8 to 10 rebounds and looks just like a superstar out there, but it just hasn't been consistent enough.
Yeah, you know what, Bill? We go back, in fact, to the last game of the season when we were, talking about 4 years ago as the Sixers missed when Patrick Williams started against Minnesota, played 41 minutes. He was a right corner open three, Bob Phillips up and good. Williams had a 35-point game.
Wow. Yep. And again, he's showing signs that he could do that throughout this season. And then he's had a couple of injuries where, didn't quite play enough, get on the floor as much as he's played 62 games this year. This is 63rd.
Horton Tucker, right corner, 3-ball by Carter, no. Bulls have taken a 4-point lead here in the third quarter with this unit. With Carter, Collins, Horton Tucker, Phillips, and Williams. Dribble drive to the rim. Grimes with a finish on a hard cut with a left hand. Grimes with his first bucket. Here's Carter. Dials up a right wing 3. Nope. Rebound Philadelphia. Lonnie Walker the fourth. 23 minutes. He has 16. He's matched up with Julian Phillips. He terminates the drill. They go back to Butler. 11 on the shot clock. Butler against Jalen Horton Tucker. Leans over the bounce. Butler on a crossover. Poked loose by Horton Tucker. Here's a 3-on-1. Horton Tucker to the rack and an easy right-hand layup. Nick Nurse has seen enough. 66-62. Bulls 8:26 left. Nick Nurse is taking that long walk near the basket. He's shaking his head. We'll be back in a moment. Bulls Network.
Bulls fans, Billy Donovan here. This is where the Bulls play. Listen to every game right here on Sports Radio 670 The Score, Chicago's official radio home for Bulls basketball.
A brain tumor, a stroke, a condition threatening who you are. At Loyola Medicine, our nationally ranked neurology team maps every move to protect speech, mobility, and identity. Because saving lives also means preserving what makes you, you. At Loyola Medicine, tough is what we do and who we are. Visit loyolamedicine.org/tough.
Don't let a minor vehicle problem turn into something serious. Now, at participating AMCO centers, get a free vehicle courtesy check to keep a small problem from getting worse. And if cash is tight, get up to $100 as a mail-in rebate with the AMCO credit card. Easy payment plans are available even if your credit is not perfect. Search AAMCO. That's AMCO. AAMCO. Dashboard warning lights, strange noises. AMCO can fix that.
If reaching new customers is on your e-commerce brand's to-do list, ShipBob can help. Store your inventory and fulfill orders from over 50 ShipBob fulfillment centers across the U.S., U.K., Europe, Canada, and Australia. Cut shipping costs and transit times, plus minimize cross-border shipping complexities. With real-time inventory tracking and seamless integrations with major e-commerce platforms and tools, you'll have full control and visibility over your logistics. Go to shipbob.com for a free quote and take your brand global with ease.
Man, that was easy.
Bulldog Rotary Hammer!
Hello?
It is I, He-Man, your inner Bosch.
Inner...
Bosch!
I'm sorry, what?
That powerful feeling you get when you can powerfully blast through concrete. Say it with me.
What, like right now?
Yes! We have the power!
The more you Bosch, the more you feel like that.
Download the Bulls app presented by AT&T. Enjoy new and improved features, including personalized notification, exclusive drops, team stats, and more. Download now at bulls.com/app. And the Bulls jumping out here in the third quarter with the bench starting. 15-6 over the 76ers. Bulls now have the lead, 64-62 after a halftime score of 49-56.
Yeah, Kevin Herter spurred that first half. Bill with 18, 5 threes. Jalen Horton-Tucker, he's got 9 off the bench. Butler fumbled the ball. He picks it up, delivers the pass to Lade Walker in the fourth with a pull-up 10-footer no. Rebound Bulls. Julian Phillips playing with a ton of energy, coming off career highs, 23 and 9 the other night. Carter over the shoulder pass to Collins, setting up Williams, left side three, up and good.
There's the ball moving right there. Patrick Williams moving around the outside on the left side of the court. It's a corner angle three.
69-62. Bulls on the road, up 5-7. Bulls trying to go over the 500 mark on the road to 21-20. In the right corner, and a rainbow jumper, air ball on the play by Butler, and it goes out of bounds.
How about Phillips jumping out, saving the ball, throwing it off Bona? Nicely done. I'll tell you what, Phillips is really showing.
Yes.
He's hustled. He's athletic.
I love his motor, Bill.
Yep, never quits.
9 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Second-year player from Tennessee. Here's Collins. Banged it away, double on the ball. Jump pass, left side Carter with a step back. He wants it. 3 ball, yes! 72-62, Bulls by 10. Bulls dominating play in this period.
Yes, they are.
Bone at the foul line. Drags that dribble, turns the corner on Collins, and missed a two-handed dunk and a very late whistle.
There was a foul. Collins pushed him, but he pushed him before he stepped on the last step to go up and dunk it. But when he missed the dunk, they blew the whistle.
Yes.
If he made it, they wouldn't have blown the whistle.
Correct. We see that happen all the time, Bill.
Yes, we do. And as substitutions, sponsored by Remy Martin, the official Spirit of Bulls radio team up for excellence. And Billy Donovan has substituted the starting lineup here in the last game of the season.
Yep. Free throw up and good by Bona. He's got a 14-8 game. Again, we will be covering play-in tournament ball, the only Chicago call right here on the Bulls Radio Network. The networks take over on the play-in tournament. We do know we're going to have a home game Wednesday against the Miami Heat. We don't know the starting times, so keep your dial set to the Bulls Network and Bulls.com.
That Bono makes both his foul shots.
And a drive to the rim by Ricky Council, the fourth. Ball poked loose, out of bounds. Philly ball, 15 on the clock. Bulls lead 72-64. On the inbounds, Carter, to Horton-Tucker, to Collins. Collins with a handoff to Patrick Williams. Pick and roll. Collins to the rack with a two-handed slam.
How about that pass? And again, a great cut to the basket. And that's one of the things Collins and Herter both do very well. We talked about it in the first half with Herter, but they move without the basketball and cut hard to the rim.
Yep. Good Shafino. Walker, lob pass in the paint to Bona. The kick out. Top side, Hood Shafino for three. No. Put back two-handed slam. And it's Bagley.
Bagley elevating up there. That would be timed that one perfectly.
Horton Tucker had the ball poked loose. He tried to put a spin move on Hood Shavino. Bulls ball, far corner, and Horton Tucker no. Rebound, and Philadelphia has it. Nice shot by Bagley to Bona in backcourt. Bona needs to hurry over the timeline and barely beat the 8-second clock. Here's Lonnie Walker the fourth, feeling it, no. Rebound Phillips. Phillips over to Carter. 74-66. Here's Carter pull up left side three. No. Rebound Philadelphia. Okay. Near corner, Hutchifino to a cutting double pump up. No, by Bona.
Oh.
Can anyone make a shot? Here's Horton Tucker to the rim with a right-handed layup. Got it. Counted foul.
Nicely done attacking the basket. And then what you got to do is you got to keep attacking the basket a couple possessions. It doesn't fall for you, but keep doing the things that you know will work for you. And again, not settling for threes, but working the ball inside, attacking the rim.
Yep. So Taylor Horton Tucker with 11. And Bill, we were talking about Taylor the other day, and you feel he has solidified a place in the roster rotation for the play-in tournament.
I really, yes, I do. And I think he's playing really well. And the one thing I wonder, he's a free agent at the end of this season. And I wonder how the Bulls, they're going to have to fill some roster spots. And he's a guy that, at least to me, he's proven that he could play. And depending on what we can do in the draft and other free agents that can come here, he might be a guy worth looking at for next season.
So the Bulls attacking Philadelphia inside. Collins had the ball knocked out of his hands. Bulls retain. 10 on the clock. 4:59 to go third. And the Bulls have really earned this quarter, folks. They're on a 23-8 run. They lead by 11 on the inbounds. And it goes near midcourt. Collins kept it from going to backcourt. Nice shot by Zach to Dalen Terry to the rim. Up and good.
Nice play, Dalen Terry. After an awkward inbounds pass, Dalen Terry with a nice drive to the bucket.
I give Zach Collins a lot of credit for that.
Yep.
He was at the midcourt line. Grimes stumbles, falls, and they go to Ricky Council the fourth. And he cut hard, turned the corner on the left baseline, and the ball jarred out of his hands over the end line with 10 on the clock, 4:36 to go third, 79-66 Bulls. Baseline right on the inbounds. But Shavino. Mobley to the rim with a right-handed layup. They just signed him, folks, hours ago. He was in the G League, and they need to fill a roster spot. Collins driving, stops, and puts in a left-handed layup.
Yeah, they do. They have had 25 now, including today, different players play on this roster this season.
The 25 slip, Bill, and here's Terry to the rim with a left-hand layup. No, on the right angle. Down the floor, the Chifino, cross court. Grimes lines up the three. No, back tap by Collins to Carter. Down the floor, Phillips, wide open, right side three. We're down. Rebound, Philadelphia. 3:44 to go third. But Chifino with a pull-up right side three. Good.
Why not? Just Billy Donovan not happy right now. Things getting a little sloppy right now. Billy not happy.
Yeah.
A 10-point game. Bulls up 81-71 with 3:39 left here in the third quarter. Chuck and I will be back right after this on 670 The Score.
And the Bulls Radio Network.
This is where the Bulls play.
Oh, my goodness, I was sick.
Listen to Chuck and Bill call all the action right here on the Chicago Bulls Radio Network.
Cancer doesn't follow a script, and neither do we. At Loyola Medicine, our experts personalize every treatment, including advanced options like intraoperative radiation therapy. With compassion and precision, we fight for better outcomes every day. At Loyola Medicine, tough is what we do and who we are. Visit loyolamedicine.org/tough.
If reaching new customers is on your e-commerce brand's to-do list, ShipBob can help. Store your inventory and fulfill orders from over 50 ShipBob fulfillment centers across the U.S., UK, Europe, Canada, and Australia. Cut shipping costs and transit times, plus minimize cross-border shipping complexities with real-time inventory tracking and seamless integrations with major e-commerce platforms and tools. You'll have full control and visibility over your logistics. Go to shipbob.com for a free quote and take your brand global with ease.
Oh, this Bosch miter saw really is smooth.
Feeling smooth.
Who said that?
It's your inner Bosch, baby. I'm that scoobity-bebop smooth feeling you get when you make smooth cuts with that moobity-mibbity-mibbity-mubbity miter saw.
So I'll just keep ski-bop sawing then?
Now you're getting it. Beep-bop, beat-up, wow, miter saw is my
The
favorite.
more you Bosch, the more you feel like a
Bosch.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Registration is now open for Bulls Kid Nation Youth Hoop Summer Camps and Clinics by BMO. Programs are open to all skill levels ages 5 to 14. Visit bulls.com/kidnation to sign up today. Well, Charlie, Bulls have opened up this game. They're up by 10. I had 32-15 here in the third quarter, but things got a little sloppy, and Billy Donovan doesn't want it to slip away.
Correct. Dalen Terry slashes his shot, rejected on the right angle. Philadelphia ball, 81-71 Bulls. 3.5 left third quarter, all the way to the rim, flying to the cup, and gliding to the rim. Grimes with a right-handed layup. Jameer Young on the floor now for the Bulls, a two-way player for Windy City. Williams throws it down with a two-handed slam as he knifed to the basket. 83-73, Bulls by 10. We're at the 3-minute mark, third quarter, right here on 670 The Score. It's a doubleheader today in Chicago with the Cubs and Dodgers. Cubs 16-0 over the Dodgers yesterday. And a race to the rim and missed by Ricky Council, the fourth. Bulls ball over the timeline, Dalen Terry. Terry gives it up. Javon Carter, far corner. Terry with 14 on the clock. Dalen moving left to right in the lane. Double pump. Inside feed. And Smith rejected by Bagley and Mobley. Pull up jumper. Top side. Three ball. No. By Hood Shavino. And it goes back to Bagley. He threw it off the right hand of Council. Out of bounds. Oh, my.
He stuck his hand up and then, decided when the ball was almost to him that it wasn't to him.
I have no idea what he was thinking, Bill.
Yes. Let's leave it at that.
Yes. 12 turnovers down for Philly. Sitting here, when you look at the terminal, it says 12 turnovers. It looks like 112.
It feels like that.
It feels like here's Williams to the rim, and he lost the ball. Taken away by Mobley. Here's a 4-on-2. Grimes. Put Shafino right elbow three. No. Rebound Bulls.
He's 1 of 4. It seems like he's 1 of 9.
I don't think the tape of the third quarter is going into the Hall of Fame, though.
No.
Here's a right corner three by Smith. Up, no. Grimes will advance left forecourt with 1:44 to play. The high-low feed accepted by Mobley. Jump hook right hand short. Rebound Terry, and the outlet goes to Young. 83-73, Bulls by 10. And Smith got wrapped up, no foul, and he missed right here.
The referees want to go home more than the players do.
You're right. Here's Grimes, he lost the ball and the foul. That was nothing compared to what we just saw.
That was what we did in the 90s for Hackashack. He got wrapped both arms around Smith, and there was no foul.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, it's game 82. You know, in baseball, Bill, that the last game of the season, if teams aren't involved with postseason, you look at the box score at the end of the game at 1 hour, 58 minutes. Players are just swinging at the first pitch. It could be the Bob Uecker, just a bit outside. and they go and swing at nothing?
Yes.
They just want to get home or on a plane, whatever the case may be. Well, the Bulls are getting ready for game Wednesday against Miami. Philadelphia's going home. They got exit interviews tomorrow. Bill, what is an exit interview all about?
Well, exit interviews, the coaches talk about the season, how you did, what they saw that they liked, what they saw that they didn't like. And if you were a free agent, they talk to you a little bit about, do they want you back or things that you need to work on. And if you weren't a free agent, they talk to you about what your summer program's going to be like, what weights you're going to be like, and go down and speak with the strength coaches to get your program for the summer, where you're going to be and what you need to do.
Council left corner air ball. 83-75 Bulls over the midcourt line. Terry slams into Mobley, gets away with a right-handed layup. He just moved Mobley off the semicircle.
Mobley's been a little disappointing here in this third quarter for me.
Grimes, no, from three, and Philly runs out of room. That was
the one
Butler.
thing Billy you want to watch out for now is it doesn't get so silly out there, and I do mean silly, that someone gets hurt. And you want to maintain the integrity of the game,
exactly.
But you don't want guys to try to be doing too much where someone's going to get hurt.
Horton Tucker splits the defense at the top of the circle till the rim gets fouled. So Taylor Horton Tucker in 20 minutes, 12.2 board, 2 assist game. So, Bill, I mean, do they ask players about the relationship with coaches or anything of that ilk?
They'll ask the players how they feel about how they fit in and what they like about the team. And again, it depends on where you are with your contract situation and where you are with the team. So, but they're not necessarily going to ask you about what you like about me as a coach or me as a general manager. They just want to know how you like the organization, if you like being there. Because obviously, if you don't, then they might not want you.
Horton Tucker splits the free throws. 13 off the bench. 5 seconds left, third quarter. Dribble drive, Butler to the rim, off the window, missed badly. Rebound Smith, and that will end third quarter. And what a great third quarter for the Bulls as they rack up 36 in the third, and they lead by 11, 86-75 on 670 The Score, the Bulls Radio Network.
Bulls fans, Ayo DeSumo here. This is what the Bulls play. Listen to every game right here on Sports Radio 670 The Score, Chicago's official radio home for Bulls basketball.
Organ failure takes more than strength to overcome. It takes expertise. Loyola Medicine's transplant program is among the most experienced in Illinois, with innovative approaches like gene expression profiling and robotic-assisted surgery. When the odds are long, we bring precision, compassion, and hope. At Loyola Medicine, tough is what we do and who we are. Visit loyolamedicine.org/tough.
If reaching new customers is on your e-commerce brand's to-do list, ShipBob can help. Store your inventory and fulfill orders from over 50 ShipBob fulfillment centers across the U.S., UK, Europe, Canada, and Australia. Cut shipping costs and transit times, plus minimize cross-border shipping complexities. With real-time inventory tracking and seamless integrations with major e-commerce platforms and tools, you'll have full control and visibility over your logistics. Go to shipbob.com for a free quote and take your brand global with ease.
This Bosch 2-in-1 impact driver rules.
Oh, yeah!
That couldn't have been
Macho Man Randy Savage indeed, yeah. AKA, you're in a Bosch. I'm a macho manifestation of that feeling you get when you use that 2-in-1 impact driver.
Oh, yeah?
Nah, say it with your chest, brother. Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah!
Well, we'll work on that. The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing, then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Welcome back into 670. The score. The Bulls lead the Sixers 86-75 entering the final frame of action. The Bulls were listed as the 8.5-point away favorites before tip-off. Total points that was set at 236.5. Courtside odds are presented by Circus Sports Illinois. Download the Circus Sports Illinois app today. Chuck and Bill, back to you in Philly.
All right, fourth quarter underway. Horton Tucker dribble drive in the paint. And a reach-in foul on the 76ers. And that's going to go against the 76ers' Marcus Bagley, who just joined the ball club. Do you know how many undrafted players they have on their current roster?
How many?
I mean, they've got 6.
Wow.
But again,
so you're saying you have a chance?
No.
I want to remind everybody that the third quarter was sponsored by AARP. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
So Horton Tucker with 14 points in 20 minutes. This will be his 7th free throw attempt of 14 at the line for the Bulls. He can flat out score, I'll tell you that, folks. No question about it. When he comes to the game, he knows what to do with the rock. Bulls up 88-75, their biggest lead of the ballgame. Grimes against Horton Tucker. The handoff to Bagley. The return pass, Grimes. Bagley, dribble drive on Smith to the rim with a runner with a right hand. No. Tapped off the window, controlled by the Bulls. Over the timeline, Bulls basketball with Emmanuel Miller to Patrick Williams. The mid-post left to Smith to Williams. Close pass to Sixers. On a reverse with the right hand, left to right on the inline. Good.
A nice little drive along the baseline. Patrick Williams, a little head and shoulder fake. Makes it happen. Bulls do have 4 blocks in this game, Charlie.
Yes.
And blocks sponsored by Ankin Law. Injury law made personal.
Williams, 9 points, 5 boards, 4 assists in the paint. And the fade by Mitch Shavino, no. Rebound to Lonnie Walker, the 4th. Rolls a pass inside. Mobley got tied up. Hit on the right arm by Carter and a foul.
When he caught the ball, he just looked so awkward when he caught it. Didn't go straight up, had to kind of gather himself, swing the ball around.
Yep.
Gave the Bulls time to get there. He ends up getting fouled, but
so Mobley at the line, USC product. And he missed on the first of a 2-shot foul. He just signed this morning on a contract. He was drafted by Cleveland, played 22 games, the older brother of Evan Mobley. And Bill, again, the G League was great for him because it gave him an opportunity to play.
Yes. And that's what you need. Get an opportunity. Now he's got an opportunity here. He's getting some NBA experience.
Carter and a pump. Carter and a drive. Pulled up 12-footer good. Nobody around. Javon Carter on that probing move to the rim. And Carter now in 11 minutes with 5. 92-76. And a 3-ball ticket right side. Lonnie Walker, the 4th, who got off to such a brilliant start in the ball game. That's his 5th triple. He's got 19. And to the rim, Smith, no. Put back up and out. And then the 3rd attempt, no. As the Bulls are going now, Bill, with Miller on the floor, along with Carter, Horton Tucker, Williams, and Smith. Grimes driving past Carter, missed. Over the midcourt line, Javon Carter. Carter in a switch, and he gives it up to Williams, near corner. Miller, top side. Carter got away with a walk as he slides, circle right. Back in front to Williams with 7 on the clock. Patrick, 1 bounce, rainbow 3, good.
They left Patrick Williams. There was no one within 8 feet of him.
Correct.
And now, granted, he was about 4 feet behind the 3-point line, but I find that difficult.
95-79 Bulls. Top side 3. Up and good. Lonnie Walker, the 4th again. They should. If Philadelphia really wants to get back in this game, every half-court set, he should just take the shots. Seriously. A nice lob to the rim. Smith with a finish from Taylor Horton Tucker on a slam.
Taylor with a nice pass. That was a perfect pass right there. Let's see, Taylor has how many assists does he have? 4?
Yes.
Wow.
And we have Nick Nurse called in a timeout. Maybe Nick Nurse has the Bluetooth. Maybe he was listening to me say, you know what? Chuck was right. Get the ball to Lonnie Walker, the 4th, get out of the way. No, I don't think so. 97-82. Bulls in a blowout, up by 15. 9:07 to go in the fourth on the Bulls Network.
This is where the Bulls play.
Ball game over. Bulls win. It's time to dance.
Listen to Chuck and Bill call all the action right here on the Chicago Bulls Radio Network.
Ready to take your fitness to the next level? For 40 years, Fitness Formula Clubs has prioritized upgrades to help you achieve your goals faster. Bounce back stronger with the help of our recovery lounges. Track results along your fitness journey directly from your smartphone with our in-body composition analyzers. Stay motivated with our exclusive group fitness classes. And keep every workout feeling fresh with our newest fitness equipment and technology. Don't settle for ordinary. Step into extraordinary at FFC, Chicago's best health clubs. Visit ffc.com/Odyssey to claim your special offer today.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
In a world where agreements are the lifeline of businesses, DocuSign is more than just signatures. We're transforming how professionals create, commit to, and manage agreements. Through DocuSign Intelligent Agreement Management, we turn complex negotiations into a streamlined experience. Visit DocuSign.com today to learn how DocuSign IAM can give your business a competitive edge and propel you into the future of agreement management.
At the UPS Store, we shred away your worries and your sensitive documents. Shredding services and bins are provided by Iron Mountain on an as-is basis. Most locations are independently owned. Visit the upsstore.com/shredding for full details. The UPS Store. Be unstoppable. Come into your local store today.
Back in Philadelphia, 9:07 left here in the fourth quarter. Bulls up 97-82. Bulls have turned things around here in the third quarter. Billy Donovan started the bench, and the Bulls bench has just opened things up. Outscored Philadelphia 37-19 in the third quarter. They're up 11-7 here in the fourth quarter already.
After the timeout, Shafina with an no-look pass and the finish to Bagley on a two-handed slam. Nice out of timeout play, orchestrated by Nick Nurse. Bill, you know, we talked about the players, about Embiid, along with Paul George. I mean, here's a curl to the rim, no, by Williams. Second attempt by Smith, no. Third attempt by Williams, no. But a Philadelphia foul. I think it's going to be very interesting what ownership does with the general manager, Daryl Morey, and the head coach, Nick Nurse.
What they do with what?
Whether or not they're going to be retained.
Oh, if the ownership wants to keep them both, as opposed to just the GM saying.
Or one of the two.
Right. Well, obviously things have not gone the way they have planned. At least not the way they have planned to start the season off. They may have changed their mind halfway through the season. And nope.
Smith makes one or two. The fans really getting into it here because they want a sandwich.
No, they don't get a sandwich here, Charlie. They get chicken.
Well, don't they get a chicken sandwich?
Nuggets.
They get nuggets.
Yeah, see? So it's not a sandwich. By the way, what do the Bulls get when the opposers miss two foul shots?
They get a sandwich.
What kind of sandwich?
They get a sandwich with a bun.
Well, yeah. What kind of sandwich is that?
A meat sandwich or pork. Top side, Smith up and good. 3-ball, Jalen Smith.
You mean like a hot dog?
Yes, Bill.
Okay.
101-84 Bulls. 8:05 to go in the fourth. Grimes lets it fly. Top side, Breon Carter, no. Rebound, Smith. Over the timeline, it's Williams. Out of Smith to the rim. Horton Tucker with a kick out, Smith. Left side, Williams. Open three. Good. Patrick Williams with his third triple. He's got 15. Williams loves playing games 82, doesn't he? Grimes, the handoff. Hood Shafina with a pull-up. 16-footer air ball. Bagley kept it in play nicely underneath the rim. Left corner, Lonnie Walker, the fourth. Challenged defensively by Javon Carter. Mid-range 21-footer, good. Counted the foul. Lonnie Walker, the fourth. 104-84 Bulls by 20. What do you got for me, Bill? Give me something good.
I'm looking for something good. Great stat of the game is coming up, and I'm trying to figure out the Bulls have opened things up here in the second half and just really taking advantage of the lack of defense of Philadelphia right now. So that's the great stat of the game. Is Bulls' offense is just on a high clip right now. Great stat of the game sponsored by Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
After Horton Tucker drove into a triple team, Philadelphia ball, then Grimes lost the ball, and Williams tried to keep it in play, and it went off the hands of the Bulls, and there was a cluster underneath, 104-87, Philadelphia ball. Who's that? Shaka Khan. She's from Chicago, right, Bill? Where it says, tell me something good.
Yeah.
Grimes off the screen, left corner 3-0. Over the timeline, Carter, they go to Smith. Smith steps back, right side three, up and good back-to-back jacks.
Wow, Smith, little dribble step back right there. Said, okay. And still no one was coming out to guard him either.
He's the fourth double-figure scorer today for the Bulls. In a right corner, Lonnie Walker, the fourth, way off the mark. Rebound Williams. This game really got away from Philadelphia in the third, and we're going to have a timeout. Bulls want to get some players on the floor. 6:41 to go fourth. 106-87 Bulls right here on 670 The Score in the Bulls Radio Network.
Bulls fans, Kobe White here. This is where the Bulls play. Listen to every game right here on Sports Radio 670 The Score, Chicago's official radio home for Bulls basketball.
Ready to take your fitness to the next level? For 40 years, Fitness Formula Clubs has prioritized upgrades to help you achieve your goals faster. Bounce back stronger with the help of our recovery lounges. Track results along your fitness journey directly from your smartphone with our in-body composition analyzers. Stay motivated with our exclusive group fitness classes. And keep every workout feeling fresh with our newest fitness equipment and technology. Don't settle for ordinary. Step into extraordinary at FFC, Chicago's best health clubs. Visit ffc.com/Odyssey to claim your special offer today.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
In a world where agreements are the lifeline of businesses, DocuSign is more than just signatures. We're transforming how professionals create, commit to, and manage agreements. Through DocuSign Intelligent Agreement Management, we turn complex negotiations into a streamlined experience. Visit DocuSign.com today to learn how DocuSign IAM can give your business a competitive edge and propel you into the future of agreement management.
With Chewy, everything you need for your pets is right at your fingertips. From the coziest beds, to durable leashes and collars, the cutest fashion, fun toys, yummy treats, all the food they love, and pretty much anything else you can think of. Get low prices every day on everything you need for your pets, with fast delivery right to your door, so they can get to the good stuff sooner. For low prices, for fast shipping, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
And we're back in Philadelphia. Chicago Bulls up 106-87 over the Philadelphia 76ers. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to 670 The Score and the Bulls Radio Network.
Lawrence Holmes here. We're talking Bulls on Spiegel and Holmes every afternoon, 2 to 6 on The Score, and Odyssey Sports Station, WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago.
And we're back, and it's time for our player of the game, sponsored by Tullamore Dew. When it's game time, it's Tully time. And Kevin Herter in the first half had 18 points, shot 5 of 7 from behind the three-point line. And he was the big reason why the Bulls were in the game in the first half. And that is our player of the game, sponsored by Tullamore Dew.
Yes. 106-87 in game 82. The Bulls are going to go to 6-1 in the month of April. Winners of 7 out of their last 8 to finish off the campaign to get ready for the Miami Heat Wednesday. And again, we do not know the time of that ball game, Bill. But again, if you listen to the Bulls Network and Bulls.com, you will find out.
But didn't Campaign play for Indiana?
Here's Lonnie Walker, the fourth. No look pass, running baseline right on a reverse by Grimes. No. Rebound, Collins. Yeah, had he just taken it to the rim,
Yes.
just on
normal?
the right baseline, normally, yes.
Style points don't count.
No, they don't. Javon Carter comes up shooting on Grimes. Off the mark, top side from 28 feet in front. And we got 5 minutes, 40 seconds remaining, fourth quarter. Running baseline route, Lonnie Walker the fourth. They're going to Grimes. Grimes in the near corner, turns it, spinning on Javon Carter with the handoff. Good Shafino finding Lonnie Walker the fourth. And another 3-ball. That's his 7th goal.
Wow. And was wide open on that one.
Yep. Horton Tucker, stagger, dribble, drive. And he got tied up in a double team, but he finds Siobhan right side 3, no. Rebound Philadelphia, 106.90 at the 5-minute mark. Grimes leaves it. Lonnie Walker the fourth. He checked right side short, no. Javon Carter weaves over the midcourt line. He's going all the way to the rim, finding Julian Phillips. Near quarter 3, nope. Comes out to Javon. Put back, nope. Philly ball.
Sometimes it's not as easy as it looks. Javon Carter had a little 8-footer.
And Hood Shafino with a curl move. And he is fouled by Miller. Hey, Bill, how about this?
Right. Yes, go ahead.
We've got Washington leading Miami 114-111 with 2.5 to go. Jaime Jaquez, who did not play the other night against the Bulls.
Correct.
In fact, out of the rotation, started for Eric Spoelstra this afternoon. He's played 38 minutes and has 39 points.
Wow.
9 rebounds, 6 assists.
I think the first foul shot is good.
Wow. Again, they are, other than Khalil Ware, Bill, they are sitting a ton of players, Miami is.
Well, yes. Are you surprised?
No,
because the game means nothing for them either.
Nope.
They're coming to Chicago on Wednesday, whether they win or lose, and I'm sure just as Billy's sitting down his starters now, you don't want anyone that starts to get hurt. You don't want anyone to get hurt, period.
No, I get it. You're right.
Now, Philly, Grimes didn't play the other night against Atlanta in their last game, did he?
No.
I believe he sat out. I'm surprised, actually, he played tonight. Because he's a player I think they really like. He's had a couple 40-point games here for him.
Air ball by Hood Shafino. I think Hood Shafino has more air balls than made buckets.
Yeah, he's got better hair than both of us, so he's allowed.
Yes, that's true. Horton Tucker again taking it to the rim and a score. Well, Horton Tucker in 28 minutes has 17 points.
He's playing well.
Yep, Grimes just inside the foul line.
Again, and
that's a 13-footer.
You talk about what are the Bulls going to do in the future. I mean, they got to have 18 guys on the roster, and Horton Tucker's a free agent. I think he's proven himself enough. Again, it's all going to be with the market.
And what the cap looks like.
And the cap, and obviously you're going to have to sign Giddey and also prepare for the future with Kobe White and Ayo Dosunmu. So we got a timeout. We will take a break with 3:24 left here in the fourth quarter. Chicago Bulls up 112-94 on 670 The Score on the Bulls Radio Network.
This is where the Bulls play.
Ayo to the rack and a right-handed dunk, going coast to coast.
Listen to Chuck and Bill call all the action right here on the Chicago Bulls Radio Network.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Ready to take your fitness to the next level? For 40 years, Fitness Formula Clubs has prioritized upgrades to help you achieve your goals faster. Bounce back stronger with the help of our recovery lounges. Track results along your fitness journey directly from your smartphone with our in-body composition analyzers. Stay motivated with our exclusive group fitness classes. And keep every workout feeling fresh with our newest fitness equipment and technology. Don't settle for ordinary. Step into extraordinary at FFC, Chicago's best health clubs. Visit ffc.com/Odyssey to claim your special offer today.
Back in Philadelphia, Chicago Bulls up 112-94, and I'm calling it early. Bulls victory sponsored by Northern Illinois Food Bank. Visit solvehungertoday.org to find out how you can help. And Chicago Bulls in the second half have really just taken over this game, Charlie, as Philly.
Wow. Johnny Walker, the fourth, with his 83 ball. Good for him. He's got 31. Bill, he was in Lithuania, and they signed him to a deal. I mean, he couldn't find an NBA home. He played, of course, with the Spurs and the Lakers and the Nets.
Yep.
Out of Miami, Florida, and then Butler dribble drive. And Young got his hand on it and bounced off the right kneecap. And so it's going to be Bulls ball. 114-97 Bulls. So, Bill, again, as you mentioned, identical records of a year ago, 39-43.
Yep.
But I'll tell you what I like. I like what's going on with these kids, and I'm talking about Giddy at the age of 22, Kobe's 25, Carter missed by left corner three. You got Bazelis at 20. So you can build something here.
Yes, and you're right. They got a foundation to build on going forward. It's a young foundation. So going forward, there's a lot to be excited about. And then obviously with the draft this year and maybe getting a free agent to build around them. It could be very, very interesting in the next couple of years.
Collins to the rim. Nope. Zach, by the way, in 13 minutes with 11 points, 4 boards, and 2 assists. And dribble drive, left to right in the paint. Butler gets tripped up, and he's fouled and shoots 2.
And the Bulls on track. Over the last 5 games, they've been averaging 120 points, and it looks like they're going to get close to that here this afternoon at 114 right now.
Atlanta beats Orlando today, 117-105. Those two teams are going to meet, Bill, in a couple of days.
Yes, and it's funny because they played each other twice here in the last week of the season. Orlando won the first meeting, and Atlanta wins this one.
Yeah.
Not surprising.
No. Runner to the rim. Miller scores for the Bulls. We have less than 2 minutes to go in the regular season finale, 116-97 Bulls. Butler to the cup with a left hand. He is fouled by E.J. Liddell. Yeah, I know. I'm reading you, Bill. I love you. Yep.
You make a move, I get it, and then you could hear from the mics. We got great sound effects and effects here tonight, and hear the players. Oh my! What do you think was going to happen when you make a tough move?
Yep.
In contact. Anyway.
So you can read the body language of Nick Nurse when he's looking at the court. He's just looking down, saying, "Okay, like."
Nick is probably looking right now. How can I use this as a teaching moment? He's not happy.
No. All the way to the rim. Javarian Young, no, and he sprawls to the floor. He will shoot 2 with 1:31 to play. 116-99 Bulls. We're going to have a post-game guest.
Guys want to play, and guys are trying to make an impression on coaches right now. But again, for the Bulls right now, the clock is your enemy. Take some time off the clock. Young makes the first of 2.
Again, Bill, we talk about the youngsters having an opportunity at the G League, like Miller, like Young, like Liddell.
Yep. All in the game right now.
Yep. And if you speak to them, which I have, they appreciate what the Windy City Bulls have done for them. Here's a mid-range jumper off the mark by Bagley. Bill, there are a lot of eyeballs on the G League. You never know who's watching, who's scouting.
Well, again, the G League, everyone's watching. All 30 teams are watching. And if I'm being honest, some teams over in Europe are watching as well.
Put back up and good by Miller. We got 1 minute to go. Game 82. 120-99. Bulls. And Philadelphia will be out of the misery. They're going to finish 24-58. Out of reverse now. And Collins to the rack on a rebound. He got pushed in the back. And there's going to be a foul on Philadelphia. I believe we're going the other way to shoot some free throws.
So Bagley, am I reading this right? Bagley's played 42 minutes.
Yes, he has
played 32 minutes.
Bagley, in fact, has a double-double of 10 and 15.
Wow. Okay.
So Collins looks at the rim, and the first of two up and good. So Zach, Bill, in 14 minutes, he's got 12.
Yeah. That's
Bulls with 62 points in the paint. Another toss up and good.
And we'll see what Philadelphia, if they want to shoot or just kind of let it dribble out.
No, they're going to shoot. You kidding me? Here's Butler, nails the right side three.
And the Bulls will dribble this out.
Yes, they should, and they will. So the Bulls win the season finale, 122-102, or maybe because they're going to eat the clock, and Philadelphia will get one last crack at it. Let's see if the Sixers just dribble the ball in advance and call it a game.
They should. That's the respectful thing to do. You just if once one team starts, that's
going to do it.
Off.
Yeah. Jared Butler just strolls over the midcourt line, near sideline, 35 feet away. This ball game is over. 122-102. Bulls win. Bulls win. Bulls win. And it's on to the play-in tournament against Miami Wednesday.
Yeah, Bulls finished 39-43. And advance to the play-in game. We'll play a home game against Miami Heat on Wednesday, and we will have to wait till this evening to find out what time that game will be. But since the All-Star break, this Bulls team has really shown that they're playing well together. One of the neat things that you and I have talked about a lot is just how much these guys really like each other and how the locker room is together. We asked Vooch that the other night, and just that they really got something special growing here. And going forward, we can be excited about